My question is, for the love of God, St. Louis, why did you actually vote for Cori Bush? I believe that Cori Bush is probably the dumbest person in the House of Representatives. She is a radical. She is a far left, dangerous radical. And you know what, guys? I believe she actually pushes a lot of stuff that echoes National Socialism. Yes, the Nazi Party. Cori Bush was actually talking about, I believe this is some kind of a hearing here, about abortion pills. And guys, she actually equated abortion pills to taking Tylenol. She and other Democrats, they're always saying this is healthcare. Man, this is dangerous stuff, guys. She is perfectly okay with committing mass genocide. This is shocking. St. Louis, what are you doing, man? I believe a lot of voters for her are actually very, very uninformed. I believe for the most part, most people don't even know what they're voting on. They see a D by the name and they just check the box. No questions asked. This is stunning. This is absolutely stunning, guys. What Cori Bush is saying here in this clip. Look at this tweet from the Blaze. Rep. Cori Bush. Medication abortion is a lifeline for the trans folks who face transphobia and bigotry. Yes, now we know that Democrats now, they also want to equate, race, like black people, and tie them into the alphabet mafia. They're trying to make it seem like, their fight is quote unquote our fight. No, it's not. I am not down with that whatsoever. Let's go ahead and listen into Cori Bush here, guys. You're going to lose some brain cells here. I mean, Cori Bush, if you ask me, is actually pushing for murder of unborn babies. Listen in.
To alleviate their pain, I've cared for patients with infections and administered antibiotics for treatment. I've cared for patients with depression and administered antidepressants to ease their suffering. Medication is an essential form of health care. Medications are life-saving, and these medications, these 5 pills, are safe. These 5 pills are effective. Medication abortion pills, like mifepristone, safe again, effective again, no different from any other medication that's safe and effective. The FDA has declared medication abortion safe for the past 23 years. Using mifepristone together with misoprostol is a 97.7% effective way to terminate a pregnancy.
Yeah, you heard that part right there. She even said it herself now. Terminate a pregnancy, killing unborn babies. But it gets worse, folks. It gets worse. So stay tuned, man. Listen in. Don't click off the video because we're not done yet. She is about to say the most repulsive thing that I probably heard. Listen to this.
Mifepristone is used worldwide and already accounts for over 50% of abortions in this country. Medication abortion is a lifeline. It's a lifeline for the person working multiple jobs who can't afford to take a day off work because wages are too low or they don't have paid sick leave.
Wow. Right there. If you don't have a lot of money, go ahead and kill your baby. That is the words right there of Cori Bush. Calling this a lifeline. Lifeline for who? That baby won't have a life. St. Louis, man, you better wake up. Let's continue on.
It's a lifeline for the mom of 2 who can't afford childcare or who can't find that affordable child care.
Okay, you can't afford childcare. Therefore, go out there and kill the baby. This is straight out the Democrat playbook, guys.
It's a lifeline for the person who lives hundreds of miles away from the nearest clinic and does not have reliable transportation. It's a lifeline for the trans folks who face transphobia and bigotry because of anti-LGBT plus laws. And
now, I really don't get this here. What do trans people actually have to do with abortions? I believe that she's actually trying to just throw this in right there. You see, guys, they're trying to actually do that. Now, we know this Cori Bush is a BLM activist, and BLM is all about the alphabet stuff. Your money that you actually gave, if you gave the BLM, went to a bunch of alphabet mafia organizations. And Cori Bush now is trying to tie in the trans stuff into abortion.
Outrageous bans on a gender-affirming care. These aren't hypotheticals. These are real stories from real people, like those you'll hear today. So for folks like those that I've mentioned, they can take these 5 pills in the privacy of their own home, where they are not confronted by a picket line. They are not confronted by a hostile crowd of anti-abortion protesters harassing them and spewing hate. Banning medication abortion would be like placing a ban on Tylenol, a ban on antibiotics. There's no there is no valid medical reason to do so. It's only political propaganda. During the COVID-19 pandemic, onerous restrictions on mifepristone were lifted, and we saw just how safe it can be when you let people get abortion pills via mail with a telehealth provider, as hundreds of thousands of people did that. It is precisely because it is so safe and it is so effective, anti-abortion politicians are attacking this drug. In states like mine with abortion bans.
Yeah, right there. Right there, guys. Cori Bush sounds like a national socialist, if you actually ask me. The National Socialists were all for abortions. Cori Bush, it seems like, she definitely wants to really advocate, for premarital sex, because we know that the vast majority of people that are actually getting these abortions are going to be unwed, not in a committed relationship. And Cori Bush and other Democrats, man, they really want to push the National Socialist agenda of abortion. You know what? I believe that they're into eugenics, the same thing as the National Socialists. This is disturbing. That was a very, very disturbing clip right there. Democrats always talking about, fascism and Republicans and Nazis and all that. They sound a whole lot like the Nazis, who are all for sterilizing people, because Democrats, they want to sterilize your kids, put them on all these puberty blockers and hormone blockers, all this stuff, sterilizing them. That is stuff that the Nazis were doing. Cori Bush went full National Socialist, guys. No other way to put it. This is sickening, man, that she would equivocate these pills to Tylenol, taking away a headache. No, you take those pills, you're taking away a life. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.